Soho has really stood the test of time. The French-owned Maison Bertaux was established back in 1871, and while all around it life has come and gone, it is still cooking for the public and the odd celebrity too. So we sent Bake Off star Stephen Carter-Bailey to find out the secret to surviving in modern London.
In the ever-changing streets of Soho, which campaigners claim are losing their identity because of rent rises and large commercial chains, lies a little Anglo-French gem. Maison Bertaux has stayed true to its Greek street roots for almost 150 years. Amidst the scatterings of history throughout sits the original fire oven, which was built into the walls of the cellar. In 1871, the year the Paris Commune was established, the soon-to-be founder, Mr. Bertaux, arrived in London with an armful of recipes after fleeing the French capital. He, and his family that followed, were proud of the beautiful patisserie they founded, which is still recreating his classic and specially crafted work today. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
What are we making?
I've got Mont Blanc. We have to make Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc?
Yes.
This is just plain meringue?
Plain meringue and then chestnut puree.
Creme de marron?
Yeah, creme de marron. A little bit of alcohol, just tiny bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit of rum, yeah. It's going to give the taste, you know what I mean?
How many of these do you think you've made in your life?
A lot. For 28 years.
28 years you've been here?
Yes.
Another veteran who's been working alongside Nabil at this establishment is original Saturday girl and pâtissier Michelle Wade. Michelle has watched the Soho surroundings change in front of her eyes, but says the bakery and its iconic history has stayed true to its identity, whilst also adapting to modern times.
Maison Bertaux has its history and its identity, but at the same time you can't just take it for granted. When I was very small, it was called Café Crème, then it was Café au lait, then it was flat white. But now we do all the coffees and we do all with almond milk. We do all different things because people, you have to satisfy what people want.
As the streets around Soho are constantly changing, this business has felt the need to adapt too. Inside is an art gallery displaying work by many famous artists, including these, my celebrity friend of the house, Noel Fielding. And he's not the only famous person to support this local business. It was a regular haunt for the iconic fashion designer Alexander McQueen, who tragically took his own life in 2010.
Well, he used to come here when he was at school, at the St Martin's Art School.
Yes.
And he was just one of the loveliest people you could ever have. You know, he was a really special person. And he used to sit upstairs sketching on his own in the tea room, having an apple Danish.
So it was very
and he has the same birthday as my sister. And I remember once he gave my sister a T-shirt which looked rather ragged at the edges, rather like one of those tea cloths. And somehow it found its way up to the kitchen, and they thought it was one of the old rags and sent it to the laundry, and that was the end of it.
As the hustle and bustle of modern central London drowns out some of its amazing history, it's safe to say the spirit of Soho remains alive at this bakery, and will no doubt continue for many years to come. Stephen Carter-Bailey, ITV News.
From beautiful cakes to sewers, I'm afraid. We end tonight with a question. Are you guilty of flushing wet wipes down the toilet? If so, you might want to watch this. If you are eating, you might not.